brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter, mornings at the cabin.
Good morning from Mornings at the Cabin. We're snug in our beds, wrapped up in flannel, next to the fire. It's 8.9 degrees.
Can I have a little bit more blanket over here?
No! God.
Such a hog.
No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm toasty. Toasty warm. Pass the coffee. Pass the coffee.
I can't move a muscle to reach it.
No, you're fine. Good morning. Good morning. It was a wonderful day yesterday, a beautiful day in which we gave away $5,000, and it was a pretty good success. I mean, the live video from the helicopter did very well, went over very well. A lot of people engaged. A lot of people a little ticked that they didn't figure out where we were. It's like, well, had you listened to the clues, you would have been like two of the people that were there before I even got there. I had to get away from work, and it was a struggle to get away from work. And when I got there were already two of our loyal listeners already there.
And I gather some people had sent friends to different areas from the map that we put up as a clue.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah. Jonathan and Nicole Whitford split up. She went to Parker. He went to he went down to the Rotary Club Park, and to one of the other locations. I can't remember which one.
Fritzfield probably would be.
I think it was Fritz. Yeah, that's right. Right next door to each other. And obviously, he didn't make it. She did. She was one of the top 10.
Yeah.
And there you go.
That is some clever stuff. That is more than I thought people would do for this contest. So good for them.
No, we had and people kept showing up, obviously, afterwards, just hoping that they would be in that top 10. And I think by the end of it, probably 30 or 40 people showed up.
Well, and there was a sprint finish or two in there.
That's right.
Well. You can see it on the video. If you haven't seen the video yet, go to our Facebook page. Yesterday afternoon, we posted the video. It looks amazing.
Yes, it does. I was going to say absolutely, and then I said something else, and then I'm going to go.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. Oh, good morning. Lecter, thanks for bringing in coffee and treats.
Anytime.
Oh, anytime, he says. It's rare that he does this.
What do you mean?
Huh? I used to do it every morning.
But you don't anymore.
No, I don't. No, I can't spend that kind of money anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair, man. But thank you for that. A nice little pick-me-up. Ollie still kind of throwing us for a loop here, having coffee. For the first 4 years that we knew him, basically, I don't do hot beverages. An Englishman who doesn't drink tea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now, he's all over the coffee.
Every now and again, when I feel like I should convince myself of my own maturity, I'll see if I can dabble. Maturity?
I can't remember the last time I saw you drink a Perrier, either. Everything's kind of...
Yeah.
Just way out of whack.
I did sneak. Where did I go?
This isn't the Ollie we used to know.
Yeah, you're going to have a pumpernickel sandwich soon or something with pickles on it rather than your soft oatmeal bread.
Pumpernickel, such an odd word and terrible thing.
It is an odd word.
Whatever, it's
San
delicious.
Pellegrino. I got a San Pellegrino out of the Hay River gas station.
What flavor? Just a San Pellegrino?
I actually got two.
Yeah.
One was one of those San Pellegrino, slightly fizzy sort of orange things.
Yeah.
And the other was your regular San Pellegrino.
What about an Orangina? You like an Orangina?
No.
All right.
Orangina.
Yeah, that's not seltzer, but carbonated orange juice, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes in the little bottle that looks like an old school grenade.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this.
It's the shape of an orange.
Sounds delightful.
It is. It's not great. But put some vodka in it. You're probably good. What I want to talk about this morning, it's just popped up in my feed. If you're a member of NWT Species, not feces, Species on Facebook, you get some really interesting stuff. What people do is they'll take a picture of something and ask the page, what is this? And is it common or is this something new to the north? And and usually there's an expert or two on there in certain things. Shannon's on there a lot because Shannon know things.
Figure.
Shannon know things.
Shannon know things.
That's right. And a video that was posted last night by Lloyd Heron is just a wonderful example of why NWT Species is a great Facebook page. So out at the what are we calling that? Is it the great? What is it? What's the marina called?
This is the Great Slave Sailing Club.
The Great Slave Sailing Club. Yeah. The Yacht Club. The Giant Mine Yacht Club.
Yeah,
where arsenic is a thing of the past.
The soon-to-be Great Slave Sailing Club.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Very different story. We can talk about that another time. Anyway, two eagles going at it, fighting. Lloyd took a video of. One is in the water, and one is kind of dive bombing him and harassing him or her. And I think what a lot of people may not know is that eagles can't really fly very well with wet feathers. So if they get in the water, they have to swim to shore And that's exactly what happened to make it out of the water. So there's a video of the one eagle kind of dive bombing the other eagle, and the one eagle's in the water is like, leave me alone, with his wings. And then in the next video that Lloyd shared, the eagle has swam to shore.
Well, swum is what has swum to shore is correct. Swam would be
Swum
wrong.
is correct?
Yeah.
Swum
has
is
swum.
right?
The eagle swam to shore, or the eagle has swum.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Huh.
Swum?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like some sort of, like, I don't know, gastrointestinal something or other. No, that couldn't come out last night. I had swum. Oof. You know?
Sunk or swum. Sunk or swum.
Swam or
The
swum.
eagle was seen to be swimming.
Was seen to be swimming and swimming to the shore and pulled itself out and shortly thereafter flied away. But I mean, anytime I see videos up close of eagles like this, it's always pretty magical. Like, they're pretty incredible creatures. So I wanted to mention it. Thank you, Lloyd, for taking those videos.
Now, is this really that interesting a video, or are you just trying to get some more Eagles puns out of me? Guys.
Come on.
I mean,
All right.
anytime.
You have 15 seconds.
No, I'll leave it.
You have 15 seconds.
I'll leave it.
I'm going to mark
leave
them up
it.
on the board.
No.
Oh, come on.
We don't need to get into that. This video is interesting enough.
Okay.
This wasn't just
too
a
easy.
bait.
It's too easy when the subject is eagles itself.
Yeah, I
that's right.
suppose.
Eagles need to be naturally introduced.
That's right.
Into the environment.
Don't want to go desperado on this.
This eagle
right.
here.
That was weird.
That was weird.
This eagle reminds me a lot
Yeah.
of me swimming.
Yes.
Except, I look like that without being attacked by another eagle
You
or
look like
human or anything.
a soaked, large predatory bird.
Soaked large predatory bird. The occasional wing out of the water that this one is sort of flailing northwards. That is absolutely me. Sort of like, I should probably get some help. Where's the edge? Oh, it's over here. Look, I still need some help.
Second question.
I'm never going in again. I'm done. Like that eagle is not going to go back in Back Bay anytime soon.
No, probably not.
If it's neither here nor there, is there anything wrong with us just like making up our own scenario as to what we're seeing?
No.
Because it seems to be believed that these eagles were fighting and one was harassing the other. But all we have is the context of this one short video,
That's right.
And it looks like on the first flyby, the other eagle like reaches its wings up like, save me! Like he's trying to grab him, and he's trying to grab the other one's talons, but he just misses. And then the other one comes by. He's like, missed you that time. I'll try again.
And it goes back and misses him again. And then he has to drag his butt through the water to the shore.
Because I feel like we don't see that many bald eagles in the NWC, although I have seen a few this year, like more than I have seen previously.
What? You don't see bald eagles in the
I don't see them very often.
You're out in on the water all the time.
I know, and I've only seen one, and it was in Back Bay.
There are two that nest at Long Lake.
And
Or in and around Long Lake.
And do any of them wear life preservers?
No.
Because that's the real issue.
Horrible example.
Yeah.
I mean, especially since they're covered in feathers, large feathers that do not work when they're soaking wet. Eagles are setting a poor example for our children.
Wear your personal flotation devices.
And we don't know what's going on in this video. And like I see with any other video where something untoward is happening, well, what happened before?
There you go.
That caused this.
What happened after?
What happened after? We don't have any context. It's just a person being beaten for no reason. Those are the usual videos that happens on.
I find it disheartening that eagles apparently can't get along, though.
Well,
Because they're like buddies with ravens, which is kind of cool.
They're not buddies with ravens.
They were hanging out when I saw them. They were just chilling.
I think it's a stressful relationship.
Just keeping an eye on each other.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
You must have seen them backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crafty
Just
cigarette
be
around
like
the back.
professional courtesies.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Like a mutual respect, but they don't really like each other.
Not really.
Yeah, I
you know,
see.
if you get a smaller bird, like a smaller crow to a raven, they'll harass eagles. Like an eagle is more like a B-52 bomber going through the sky, and a crow is like an F-16 kind of going around. I don't know why it had a propeller. And they'll harass them until they leave the area. Because eagles will go after like eggs and stuff like that.
So what is the
fair,
Boeing
yeah.
737 MAX in all of this? Right?
A penguin. Can't fly, shouldn't fly. Check it out if you're on NWT Species on Facebook page, their Facebook page. It's a great couple of videos. And Shannon says I should keep shaming Scott about not seeing any eagles. Keep your friggin' eyes open, Lecter.
Oh, that was the problem.
That's right.
I've had my eyes closed the whole time.
You can't kayak with your eyes closed.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Because I know I'm all
Mornings at the cabin. Big wreck. Albatross. I told you we were coming back. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. Shannon just told us that the albatross is the globe master of the bird world, and she wanted to thank Big Wreck for allowing her to tell us this in context because we were talking about large birds.
That's a little... never mind.
No, that's it. Shannon with her fact for the day. I mean, they can fly from South America to, like, China without touching the ground. So
that is amazing.
They're crazy. They're crazy good at flying.
I see why Big Wreck.
She said I didn't have to say it on the air, but
here you are.
Yeah, here I am saying it on the air. Sorry, Shan. It's the first day of school. Holy bajolies.
We've lost, like, all our stuff.
Yeah, we have. Well, yeah, Alice is back at school. And who else?
Well,
that's
presumably Stella, who hosts our Friday evening show.
Yeah.
Crystal, presumably.
Well, she can still do it on Friday evenings.
Well, she needs to prep it. That woman spends a lot of time prepping.
Yeah,
that show.
fair enough.
She's very dedicated to that.
So there's
no
there's
Stella, no Crystal. I need a... I don't know.
Is AJ here?
Forget it. AJ's not in yet.
AJ's back at school.
No Emily, no Sarah.
Could just be a nerves thing.
Where's Sarah?
Sarah's off this morning. Family's in town.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
Of course. All right, well, there you go.
I think...
back to school. Happy, everyone.
Did you guys... I'm assuming, like me, you guys hated school.
I don't
right?
like you.
First day of school was stressful.
But that's the thing. First day of school was actually all right.
You liked it.
I feel like I did. Like new clothes and all that stuff. You came in. I remember coming in on a teacher orientation day thinking it was the first day of school. It was grade 10. I had a new pair of black jeans. I had a new pair of no fear shoes.
But you weren't supposed to... No fear shoes?
No fear shoes.
Wow.
That's right.
And in grade 10?
And a red
that.
shirt that was like, it had a Rottweiler on it or something.
Oh,
I don't know what the
you
hell
were
was
a
going.
bad kid.
I was a bad boy. I'm a bad dog. So anyway, yeah, I came in early and like I remember my teacher, my science teacher from grade 9 stopped me in the hallway and it was Miss Cameron.
Right.
And she was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "It's first day of school." She's like, "No, it's not. Go home."
Hang on. You needed the help of a teacher to figure that out.
Well, no,
Did you not look around and think like, where
stop
are the other...
talking. I walked into the school and there was no one around, but it was like within the first 10 feet of me getting into the school, I was like, "It seems empty in here."
You just thought you were a keener.
I thought I was late.
Oh, late.
Maybe everyone was already in class or in the gym for some sort of orientation meeting.
Did you have any
we had to pledge
concept
allegiance to the Canadian flag?
Well,
what?
yeah.
That was back in the day.
Did you have any concept of what time it was? So you're just like, I'll get there when I get there.
You know what? I was just so jacked to be back in high school.
That's fair with your no fear shoes.
Oh, man. Still had my long hair at that time, too.
Wow.
Brutal.
I can't even imagine.
No, me neither.
Well, how did you like your first day of school, Ollie?
Yeah, fine. I mean, it's a very different experience from the one you're talking about because in the UK, you don't get a choice over what you wear to school.
No, that's right. Of course.
It doesn't really matter which school you go to. You've got a uniform that you have to wear.
So
there's no sort
clothes.
There's no real turning up and being like, oh, look at these cool new clothes I have. Yeah, they look like everybody else's. Yeah.
But I washed them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's less exciting, but I can understand why. The first day of school, you don't really do anything.
Yeah, well, you
first
don't really
day's
do
all right.
anything.
You sort of turn up, chat to everybody, like settle in.
Yeah.
Oh,
no
that's the
teacher's
worst
going to
part.
really make you do anything worth talking about. The second day is the worst day because then you got to get back up and you realize, oh, this is interminable.
I feel like for me anyway, like the social anxiety of like being around people was way less because you get to see your friends and stuff like that. I was bullied a lot in high school, or in school throughout school, but like the first day of school was always kind of exciting. You got to see like all your friends you hadn't seen in a while. And then, it took about a week before everyone started acting like a jerk again.
You're like, maybe the bullies died over
maybe.
the summer. That'd be cool.
Yeah, maybe you got hit by a bus. Maybe.
Oh, no,
Fingers crossed. Oh, no, they're there.
There
he is.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he'll be poking
Giving
me in the belly in
a
no
noogie.
time.
All right.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, there he is, twisting my nips. So yeah, first day of school I always thought was kind of exciting. What was weird that it was exciting was like buying school supplies was always kind of exciting. It's like new pens and binders and things like that. Everything was fresh because by the end of the year, everything's drawn on, everything's ripped up. You're using a pencil that was at the bottom of someone else's backpack. It's like a nub. But at the first day of school, you got a fresh pen. You're opening it up. You're writing. Feels good.
It's good.
Yeah.
No
And then
chew marks on it.
No
or anything.
chew marks. Yeah. You're nothing spilt inside your backpack yet, so it doesn't smell like eggs. All that stuff. All that good stuff. You know?
Couldn't stand that.
Lecter, first day of school, no good.
I hated it.
Yeah.
I was always so nervous because, like, for one, and I always painted this as a bad thing in my mind, the whole school uniforms. There was always a debate, like, year after year, should our schools have school uniforms? And we were all very much like, no, we don't want uniforms.
We want gangs.
But that's right. But then, of course, you know, I would be walking and thinking, like, are my shoes cool enough? Is this hoodie I'm wearing cool enough?
No.
Like, I don't know. Am I going to get made fun of? Am I going to like my teacher? And it was just the unknown that you were walking into, even though you went to school with all the same people the year before.
That's right.
But, like, you didn't know your teacher. You didn't know if they were going to like you. You didn't know if, like, you were going to like them, or if they were just immediately you were going to be the whipping boy or something like that. And yeah, it's just the fear of the unknown, like, really got to me on the first day of school.
The uniform thing kind of took some of that away. But
I imagine it would have.
That just leaves a whole bunch of other things. You know, you walk into school, you're thinking, maybe will chess be cool this year?
Yeah. Of course it is, Ollie.
Was it
you do
ever?
Hey,
No.
I feel like there's like 100 years after chess was invented that chess was pretty bomb.
Pretty rad.
Yeah.
My best friend and I sort of, after a couple of years of high school, had pretty much just resigned ourselves to, you know what?
Yeah.
We're not going to change. They're not going to change. So we're just going to do our own thing. We essentially played chess and read the Frasier script book before school each day.
What?
Yeah.
So that was what?
Great.
What?
By
We
age 9, around there?
About 12.
The Frasier.
We had a book of the scripts from
the scripts
Frasier.
of Frasier.
Yeah. Is this not? Come on, you know this is plausible.
This
No,
is
no,
very
yeah,
possible,
it is.
yeah.
No, okay. Now, did you read out the lyrics to the opening theme song, or do you just like dive right into the script?
Don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
They're calling again.
Boop, 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 boom.
That's
Knight
beautiful.
to F7.
Oh, wow. The Frasier Chess Club.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I like
So
that.
yeah, absolutely no fears for me walking into school at the start of each school
What's there to worry about?
Because that script book is a heavy, heavy script book, and you don't want to mess with that.
To any of you, if there are any children listening right now, they're going to their first day of high school, it is super duper fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's it.
Yeah.
But don't bring porn to school, bring a porn to school.
What?
Your message from the chess club.
Huh?
Scenes from the cabin.
And here come the Terriers.
This is a very popular group. There's a lot of winners that have come out of this group in past shows.
It's also very popular with the crowd.
They're lovable dogs, wonderful personality, very frisky, very playful.
It's sad, you know, when you look at how beautiful they are, to think that in some countries, these dogs are eaten.
That's my favorite, the miniature schnauzer.
How do they make them miniature? Is there some way, some process they physically miniaturize the dog, or is it a puppy? What the devil is going on?
They just, it's breeding. They breed them small.
You think they'd want them bigger, like grapefruits or watermelons? Now, what's that up on the table?
That's the Norwich. She's taking a close look at the Norwich.
Oh, did I mention I have an idea for a book for you? Women bathing their dogs and cut off jeans and T-shirts and with the soap, and now it gets all wet and then the water. Let your imagination run wild. Get the Kennel Club behind it. Make a few bucks. That's what it's all about. Put your name on it. Bathing your dog with Trevor Beckwith. Doing it doggy down. Come on, man. You come up with the title. You're the literary guy.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, the Monkey Tree Pub, the Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Thursday morning. It's a crisp morning out there. Maybe put on a light jacket and get out there and live your dreams, you know? Live those dreams, whatever they happen to be.
Is there a weather forecast that sort of is more suited to living your dreams?
Probably more like 15 and above, I feel like.
Yeah, but too hot and it's too much effort to live your
between
dreams.
15 and 25
I'd
with
go
a light
23.
breeze.
24 sometimes is a little sticky.
Yeah, fair enough. When it gets too hot, you get swum. Wanted to touch on Laddy Luck again. Now that Lecter's here, he wasn't here when we talked about it a little earlier. Larissa Stewart, the winner of the $5,000 cash. Booyah! She was not expecting cash, so when I opened up the little fanny pack, I was like, here's your cash. She's like, oh, okay.
It was a very Cabin Radio way to hand out the grand
great.
prize.
It was very much like bingo.
For
They
anyone
just hand
who-
you a wad of 20s.
It was a wad of 50. It was just a bundle of 50s in a fanny pack.
Yeah, it looked very Narcos-esque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did. It did occur to me. I was glad we put up the video yesterday afternoon so that she has something to show the bank to demonstrate where the money came from.
Where this money came from.
Yeah. Why do you just have a roll of 50s in a fanny pack?
And the great thing about Canada is that she will not be taxed on it because they do not tax lottery winnings in Canada.
It's not technically a lottery winning. But anyway.
It is.
Well, because
it's from the NWT and none of it lotteries.
Yeah, but if you have to pay to have taken part in a lottery.
gambling?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Taking part in a contest.
yeah, but then you don't tax contest winnings either.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that's good.
I really don't know how.
Who knows?
Maybe we should know how.
You
that
know what?
Larissa, you owe us $2,500. No, I'm pretty sure contest winnings are not taxed in Canada. Not considered income.
I love that we decide this on the air.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
now. Well, I mean, someone could message us right now and tell us we're wrong, but I know that, like, if you won the lottery, like Lotto Max, Lotto 649, it's not taxed.
If you're from the CRA and listening to this, somebody won, but we're not telling you who. Please don't go back and listen to the podcast, and we hope you weren't listening a minute earlier.
That money was already taxed long ago.
That's right. That's right.
Before it went in that.
It was
fanny
originally
pack.
$10,000. We just gave her $5,000 cash and gave $5,000 because the CRA really needs that $5,000.
That's
Feel
right.
like
Because
we
we're
may
not
have,
collecting from like half of Canada.
Yeah.
may have dug ourselves into a bit of a hole here, folks.
No, we're fine.
all right.
You're not taxing contest winnings. Okay. It's not considered like capital gains or anything like that.
And if you are gonna, well, you got two votes here that depend on your answer.
What? Huh?
There's an election coming up. We can
Oh,
change the
yeah.
rules.
No,
That's-
we can't.
That's not how it works?
No, the rules stay the same. The people implementing the rules change.
man.
The rules all stay the same.
That would be amazing. If
Yeah.
each party could produce a rule book.
Oh, my God.
And basically be like, if we get into power, these will be the rules.
No taxes for 4 years.
Yeah, and they change immediately. So you
Yeah.
vote them in the following morning. Like everybody's like ripping up their tax forms. We voted in the Lecter party. No taxes for 4 years.
That's how student council elections always worked.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
Back to the first day of school.
Pizza Fridays.
Yeah, we're gonna get a new pop machine. Vote me president.
Pop machine. I'm putting some grapes pop in there. It's going to be great.
Nowadays, that would get you. It would get you out.
Oh,
of
you're not allowed to
office.
have pop in a high
That's
school
right,
vending machine
yeah.
anymore. You know?
You probably
Yeah,
get suspended.
But you
even
can have,
for
you know what you can
promising
have? You
that.
can have like Powerade and stuff. You can have like Gatorade and things like that, but you can't have pop. I think there's still
Right,
pop in some,
right,
but they
right.
try to limit it as much as possible.
And if they allowed Red Bull machines, man, everyone would have their $10 in school by now.
Yeah, and everyone would have like cirrhosis of the liver by the time they went to college. So there you go.
Back to Parker Park. Yesterday
Yeah, back to
afternoon.
Laddy Luck. How do we get back to the school thing? Larissa, congratulations. You just hide the money. That's all I'm saying.
I obviously was in the air for this, so I didn't get the experience of actually being down there and seeing everybody rock up.
Yeah.
I know we already talked a little bit earlier on, there are a couple of people who are smart enough to already have it kind of figured out.
Yeah.
And they were there. What was it like seeing other people start to rock up?
Like, so there were a few people there that had figured it out. And then there were people there that were just like over at the park with their kids who were like, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
And they walked over. So there was that. And then after you made the announcement, within 10 minutes, there were people pulling up. There were a large number of vehicles pulling up, and then people like sprinting through the parking lot trying to get there.
That was great.
Ryland Johnson missing the top 10 by a foot or two. It was pretty funny.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, the last girl was kind of casually just jogging up to the park, and I was like, you need to start running. There's someone behind you. And I didn't know it was Ryland until the very end. And so, yeah, that's why I was like, come on, run. There's someone behind you. He's got a knife.
Yeah, Ryland was gaining on her quick.
Oh, my God. He almost got it. Almost got
Yeah.
it. And then he was talking with Kat McGurk after that and saying, where she dropped him off was like right in front of a swamp. So we had to go all the way around. I was like, why don't you just jump in the swamp? It's $5,000. Get some wet shoes. Like,
Aren't you willing to get dirty for this territory
yeah,
anyway?
Ryland. Come on now. So it was pretty cool. It was very cool to see everybody excited and everybody running up and trying to participate. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved your in the video, of course, on Facebook. You cut together the Facebook Live video with the ground video that we had going, and I love the shot as you're mentioning the location. You start seeing cars file into that one entrance to Parker Park.
Yeah.
It's like ants entering the anthill.
And you see
people
are
run into the parking lot.
Way. What are you doing?
Couple people breezing by like, oh, they're not listening.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not a cabin follower.
Scooters.
It was really funny to see from the air there, the gradual procession of traffic starting to leave downtown and head towards Parker Park.
Yeah.
And then by a few minutes in, you're like, you guys have got no hope now. There were still trucks pulling up. And you could see trucks pull in, take a look at the situation, and see that there were easily 10 people out on the field.
Like,
and then turn around and drive away.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Someone tried to get there on a scooter.
Yeah.
And there were all kinds of different ways and means people were trying to clamber their way over Parker
That's
Park.
right. Yeah, I would still gone up just in case someone got disqualified for whatever reason.
Well, you never know, right?
You never know.
Yeah.
Right?
It worked out pretty ideally, though, because there was a fear that when we turned up and there was already like 2 people who just knew or were like gambling that this is one of the like 4 or 5 locations that you had plotted out, that we were going to like set up. They were just going to stand beside us and there'd be 10 people before you even gave the location. Because I don't know what was going on up there, but it seemed like there was a slight delay.
We were over you about a minute or 2 later than I had planned.
Right.
Purely, I mean, like there's like air traffic to worry about and things like that. So there's sort of like the timings that you can like get over there and like show Parker Park on the screen. We were like a minute or 2 back.
And then you might have I don't know if like Fan Man was up there providing a nuisance and you had to go around him.
There was one aircraft that came in, and I was like, "Why are we going away from Parker Park and hit?" And then I saw I was like, "No, never mind, because you don't want to hit a plane."
You know what you're doing.
Right.
Okay.
There were 2 eagles fighting outside the helicopter. I was worried about the same thing. I even texted you. I was like, oh, great. Everyone's going to be there before I even get there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because I'm trying to get away from work. I'm like, I have to go.
Laddy Luck is the 11th to arrive.
Hey, guys. Did everyone say Laddy Luck? I'm here now.
Yeah.
Everyone? Anyone?
Luckily, we had a little bit of drama for the video's sake in the end. But
Yeah.
It was just 10 people standing there like, hey, we're here.
Aye.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
there was a nice
there we
race
go.
at the end. That was perfect.
Yeah,
that
was great.
really worked out perfectly.
Thanks,
So-
Ryland.
Yes.
He
Thank
wasn't
you to-
planted at all.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
So, my mother is pretty active on Facebook.
Oh,
and
yes.
She is. And she usually posts some pretty serious questions. She posts about some pretty serious stuff, sharing things about like what's going on, what's trending, what's kind of going on socially. This morning, though, I'm not sure what she's into, but this morning, her latest post, which I wholeheartedly agree with, Die Hard not on television Christmas lineup? ? Come on, Disney. I am fully on your team, Mama. I don't know why it wouldn't be in that Christmas lineup. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Anyone who thinks otherwise should be launched out of a cannon into the middle of Great Slave Lake.
I mean, sure, but what?
How does she know that already?
I don't know. See, I don't know what she's looking at. I wanted to post the link as to where she found this information out. It's not in the Christmas lineup. Disney needs to get off their duffs and put it back in that Christmas lineup.
Well, what, the Disney Channel? I mean, like, Disney's not the only sort of skin in the game here. Like, what about CTV, CBC? We need to find everybody.
It'll probably be out there, but I mean, I'm not sure which list he's looking at. Mama, if you're listening, which she is, probably, let me know.
Well,
Send me
did
a message.
Disney buy up whatever?
Yeah, like who owns Die
Whoever
Hard?
put
I
out
think Warner
Die Hard.
Brothers owns Die Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Disney own Warner Brothers?
Not
now?
yet.
I mean, it seems like a legit question.
Soon
'cause,
enough.
Yeah, they just own everything, right?
So, well, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. We're all in agreement there.
Yeah.
What do your mothers post on Facebook? Scott, your mother's not on Facebook.
She's not on Facebook. Well, she is. She
Yeah.
just doesn't have her own profile. But I think I left my Facebook signed in
what?
there one day,
Yeah.
and she just kind of surfs around on there.
Oh, so she uses a fake name as
That's
a profile?
right.
Oh,
She's
wow.
infiltrated.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She's a Russian bot.
Same with Instagram. She doesn't
Really?
actually have Instagram, but I think Nicole left her Instagram side in. So she surfs around on Nicole's Instagram.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And Babs posts pretty regularly.
Yeah, usually like happy photos of Scottish wilderness and things like that.
Those are nice.
Yeah. I haven't seen a comment on too many Christmas TV lineups.
Especially in August.
Doesn't own a television and hasn't owned a television. Oh, I would say for the best part of 2 decades.
Oh, she's one of those people? I
Well,
don't
yeah,
own
she
a
just
TV.
streams online.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
She's like you got to remember that my mum spends a lot of time online gaming.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
like,
Where
she-
you create your own movie.
Yeah, she like
Yeah.
my mum spends like her passion in life is being very, very good at multiplayer online games.
Very. What is she playing
she's
right
just
now?
been Fortnite. She's been trying to get good at Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Because
I
she
still
knows
have- I
that
can't get into
she
it.
knows that or at least I'm imagining. I haven't really spoken to her
That's
about
what
this,
the
but she
kids
knows
are
that
playing.
like that's what like a lot of the kids are playing.
Yeah. Well,
She's
there's
more
millions of
used to
people playing.
playing slightly more I was going to say sedate. Yeah, that's probably the word, because like she'll play things like Lord of the Rings online, Elder Scrolls online, which are, for those people who don't know, they're like, you sort of, it's sort of like a Lord of the Rings-esque environment.
We all know what Elder Scrolls is, Ollie.
And you sort of, you take your time to build a character over time, and you can, like, some of it involves, like, fighting, but a lot of it involves slightly more sort of cerebral stuff.
Collecting books.
And Fortnite is very much...
Talking with strangers.
Fortnite
Exploring
is very
your
much,
cabin.
Fortnite is very much just getting in there.
Yeah, and fight.
Like, the clock starts, you got to build stuff and fight at the same time.
Third-person shooter.
Right.
So she's been working pretty hard to get good at that. I think she's only won 1 out of her first 100. But she's like, the fact that she's prepared to get to 100, win 1, and still be going at it is testament to like her determination to crack any online game that she plays.
Online gaming here, like stuff like that. I used to play Call of Duty a little bit online. It's hard to do here because you're just eating into your bandwidth like crazy.
Yeah.
But like I just never got into Fortnite. I don't like when there's a banner ad on Reddit or something like that. It says Fortnite season 9. I was like, season? What? What is going on? There are seasons to Fortnite. I don't get it. I guess that means like where they compile points. I
assume, to win money in a league eventually.
Well, a kid just won $3 million.
Yeah,
16-year-old kid won $3 million for being the best Fortnite player to Fortnite.
Mum, I believe in you.
Yes.
Like that would be a bit of a Hail Mary, but you know what? That would be a great, like, I did not see that go. My mum could turn up one day and say, just won $3 million playing Fortnite. You know what? I will happily stand behind that. Yeah, I am ready to hear that news.
Well, speaking of that, like the other night, I probably should have been in bed already, and this kept me up much longer than it should have. You know, they actually televise, Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Fortnite.
Yeah.
They actually televise Overwatch League.
Yep.
On TV, and you watch these teams like play against each other. They have play-by-play announcers. I was blown away by how good the play-by-play announcers were.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Oh, you missed that headshot. Oh, and then they put up the big shield and blah, 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 blah. They're just going on.
Well,
it's like,
sounds enthralling.
Man, these guys like really know what they're talking about.
But you sound like you stayed watching for quite a while.
I watched for longer than I should have.
You're not prepared to admit how long are you?
I was watching it. I was like, I could get into this.
How long were you watching for?
Overwatch is pretty cool, actually.
At least half the episode.
Which is how long?
I don't know. I think they're like
10 hours.
10 hours.
I didn't sleep after I got home.
Didn't even sleep last night, but watched Overwatch for 10 hours.
Haven't slept.
Wow. Yeah. So, I mean, I used to play Call of Duty. I just can't. I haven't been able to get into any of those yet. But Borderlands 3 is coming out in a few weeks. So
I keep telling my mum she should stream. She should. People will
do
watch.
Twitch. Yeah, Twitch.
You mentioned like the Overwatch thing.
Yeah.
People do watch other people play games.
Absolutely.
And I honestly think that there is a market for watching someone like my mum in a small Scottish island in a fisherman's cottage playing like these games and demonstrating that they can be played well, frankly by a demographic that most people don't associate with playing video games very, very well.
If there is a market for people talking like this into a microphone, I just like toys. There's a market for that. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so.
Do it, Babs. Do it.
Honestly, we will play out the highlights.
We will.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that. All right, Babs, get on it. Mom, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I will be in touch with Disney very, very soon.
And like this, Mom, log out of Instagram.
Keep sneaking around. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you're doing the country's good work.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.